So some enterprising individual decided that it'd be a fantastic plan to package OVAs of Genshiken in with Kujibiki on Balance, which was spun off from that show. This was more than likely to boost sales for a show that most people would have written off as another Negima reboot. Lucky for me, I don't have to watch Kujibiki on Balance to get the Genshiken experience, because Genshiken DX came out. Yes, I managed to circumvent what happened to some of the unlucky of you out there by not having to purchase all of that particular meta snooze fest, and just got to watch the episodes themselves. So for those of you who came in late, Genshiken is a slice-of-life comedy series about a bunch of otaku. Basically, if you walk into any anime club in the nation, you will see every character here, and chances are you are one of these people yourself. Yeah, maybe you're even Kasakabe. The characters pretty much introduce themselves by their voices and their looks, and I really don't have to break it down for you here. So who wants to hazard a guess to see how long it takes for them to reference the series that the OVAs are trying to promote? If you guessed just over a minute, you're spot on, and I'm amazed at their restraint, frankly.
Anime turns everybody into a critic.
You can say that again.
Blow me. So the first order of business is to get new members because it's that time of year again. If you'll recall from the first series, Madarame, Kugiyama, and Tanaka are all graduating, so they're not going to be around for much longer. Since you can't have a club without members, well, sometimes you have to take what you can get. Unfortunately, what they can get is Coochie. I don't know if there's some inbreeding here, or if he took a hard hit to the head at some point in his life, but there's something not quite right in there. It's kind of serendipitous that there's also managed to be a cross-culture gag here, because Coochie in Japanese means mouth, and he's a loudmouth, as you've no doubt noticed. As for the English meaning, well, ask any 15-year-old and you'll find out. On the other spectrum for new members, we have Ogiue. The first thing out of her mouth is almost as outlandish as the first action she takes.
I'm Ogiue and I hate otaku. I especially hate female otaku.
It'd be harder to take if she hadn't just jumped out of a 2-story window.
What is she doing?
Ah! Oh, she fell!
She did! But luckily, Genshiken is here to bring her in and hopefully make her a little less anti-otaku.
And why do they like gay men so much? What kind of girl doesn't like gay men?
Oh no. Honey. Not helping. Apparently the fact that she hates yaoi is more important to Ono than any legitimate concerns that she might have with her tastes, and for this reason she sets up a trap for the poor girl, to find out if she really hates a dirty boys love doujinshi or not. I think Ono is a little touched, even by otaku standards. But Kasakabe comes in and just asks her point blank. And of course, since Ono can't hear them, she has to drop in on the situation, and it kinda goes to hell from there. And just when you think it couldn't fall apart further...
Hi, girls! So are we talking about anything interesting?
So out it comes, she's into yaoi. It's cool, Ogiue. It's normal for lots of girls your age. I think. I don't know. Maybe? And despite a concerted attempt to rocket out the window, she ends up joining the club. Episode 2 pops up with Ogiue getting some less than subtle fashion tips from Kasakabe, which leads him back up to the classroom. Here, Kasakabe notices Madarame's little style change.
Oh, your glasses.
They're square!
You just noticed?
So, what? Are you now going for style?
Well, it was just a change of...
Feels somehow maligned. So Madarame goes shopping while monologuing to himself. While it's nice to have a little insight into what goes on in his head, the strength of Genshiken is a character interaction, which basically doesn't happen for most of this episode because Madarame is too busy listening to his own thoughts. This might be interesting if it weren't for the fact that he's kind of an idiot, so he spends a lot of time being rather self-defeating when he's hanging out with Kasakabe later. It's interesting that she's warmed up to him and the rest of the crew now, considering how much she hates otaku, but I suppose having a character that contributes nothing and just spouts negativity would be kind of dull. Stop looking at me like that. Anyway, it ends with business as usual, and lucky for us, there's a bright, shiny new season ready and waiting for those of you who want to see things like Kosaka cross-dressing. The OVA is nice for people who want to see Ogiwe animated for the first time, but she doesn't really do much but sit there. Likewise, the script kind of seems to be phoning it in. It's not exactly surprising because it's mostly just enticement to buy Kujipiki Snore Balance, and I don't know what I should have expected. I suppose after the frenetic energy that the show had, this is kind of a downer. It never really cranks up to full power like the show did, but what do you want? It was produced to go inside another show. So yes, for those of you who have strong completionist feelings, it's right there in the box set. And if you didn't pick up this new box set, well, it's not that big of a deal to miss it.
Soul lifestyle 祈りを込めて修練しただけど無残役悪さ割り切れないこと